as we come together in this moment of peace and reflection, let us take a deep breath and release the stresses and concerns of our daily lives. Feel the calming presence of God surrounding us, bringing tranquility to our hearts and minds. In this sacred time, we seek the wisdom and gentle guidance of our Lord. Today, we will reflect on the powerful lesson of encouragement as taught by Jesus. Let us open our hearts to His words, embracing the strength and hope they offer. Today's message comes from the book Jesus in the Home by Neio Lucio, psychographed by the medium Francisco Xavier. Chapter 18, The Blessing of Encouragement. The disciples were discussing how the truth is a primordial duty ranking above all other normal duties, when Philip stated that no one should withhold consolation under the pretext of keeping things real. And perhaps because Andrew reminded them about the truthfulness with which the Master attended to the widest variety of life's problems, the Lord began the following story. There was once a devoted head of a family who bravely struggled to gather enough resources to support his home. After enjoying a long period of abundance, overnight he found himself poor and deserted by his best friends because of an enormous business disaster. The unfortunate man was unable to withstand the blow that the world had dealt his spirit, and he died a few days later, eaten away by unspeakable sorrow. Left to fend for herself, the brave widow dried her tears at the feet of her 6 young children and gathered them around their old table. She could see that they looked completely overcome by sadness and discouragement. Surrounded by so many tears and woes, the woman thought and thought, and then she went into a room and came back with a small wooden box that had been cautiously locked, and spoke to her kids with a tone of certainty. My children, we are not really in such dire straits. In this coffer is a valuable treasure that your foresightful father left for you. It contains enough wealth to bring happiness to us all. However, the largest savings accounts in the world disappear if they aren't nourished at the fount of honest and productive work. It may be true that your father left us heavily in debt when he was laid to rest. But shouldn't we try to regain our precious legacy through hard work? Let's use our time to improve our lot, and if you would agree with me, we will open the box at a later time, unless the demand for daily bread becomes unbearable. A bright smile of happiness and comfort appeared on all their faces. No one disagreed with the mother's suggestion. The following day, the 6 youngsters courageously got busy, making use of a large piece of rented farmland. They zealously planted wheat in an impressive act of collaboration. With such a demonstration of devotion, the family had paid all their debts in 6 years and had acquired an enormous piece of land in the country. Their father's name was once again crowned with the honor and good fortune it deserved. When they had accumulated far more assets than had been lost by their father, one particular night they met with their mother in order to find out what was in the box. The old woman very carefully brought them the coffer, smiled happily, and opened it without much effort. Much to her children's amazement, inside the box there was only an old parchment with the beautiful words of Solomon on it. A wise son makes his father glad, but a foolish son makes his mother sad. The treasures of ungodliness can never be enjoyed, but righteousness delivers us from dying in evil. The Lord does not allow the righteous soul to go hungry. However, He rejects the harvest of the unrighteous. He who works with a deceptive hand becomes poor, but the hand of the industrious enriches them for all eternity. The youngsters looked at each other with unspeakable happiness and gave thanks for the unforgettable lesson that their loving mother had given them. The master fell silent at the look of his disciples' contentment and wonder, and after a short pause, he concluded sententiously, "Who would label this great woman as being deceitful? We might say yes, yes, or no, no, during the dire predicaments of life, but we should never despise the blessings of encouragement in the edifying battles of each day. The tender bud is the promise of the fruit. Under the pretext of lighting the lamp of truth, let no one douse the candle of hope." As we bring our time together to a close, let us hold on to the wisdom we've gained today. May we go forth with renewed spirits, ready to offer encouragement and support to those around us. Let us remember that through kindness and understanding, we can make a profound difference in the lives of others. May God's love and guidance be with us in every step we take, inspiring us to be beacons of His light and compassion in the world. So be it.